Welcome, guys, to the increasingly rushed podcast. I literally just pressed start recording. I don't. It's probably fine. The audios, yeah. Nothing changed.
I mean, that's the good
New
part
year.
of the podcast.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's like comfy. Yeah. Anyways.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just turn on
Comfy.
record and then forget about it.
Exactly.
It's
Anyway.
like a stream, really, but
Yeah.
with even less planning somehow.
Yeah. We're here to
The hard
discover.
part is like, yeah, the hard part
Literally.
usually was like finding a time to schedule it with people, but we have the time open since
Yeah.
we're jobless, basically. Well, you're doing something, but
I'm trying my best to
You
be
don't wanna.
jobless. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Actually, our previous guest, when you went here, Raf, he's actually my number one prospect. Hopefully, it goes well, so I can have peace.
Finally. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. I'm done talking about jobs. How are you? How are you, Jess?
I have been doing better. I have made this
Oh,
makeshift
nice.
like a green
Yeah,
screen behind me.
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
I can still like do better with it. It's kind of like obviously the behind the scenes side of it is like it's just whatever. But for the camera stuff, I still need to like make sure it's properly stretched out so it covers the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's flat.
If the light wasn't poking through there in the corner, I'd think it was a green screen, kinda. Even though it's not totally green, but it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, I need proper lighting from in front, because the window lighting obviously not consistent.
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm planning on doing like a proper whatever for myself.
That's big.
Like for streaming stuff and whatever.
Yeah. Link down below.
Not that I'm
streaming.
Yeah.
I've never put a link down below, ever.
And just for this podcast also, just for recording stuff in general.
We're moving up.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot simpler, cleaner. We just have a blank background.
Speaking of blank background. Anyways.
The camera froze. You're gonna say. Yeah.
Good lord. Anyways, I mean, we recorded last week, so not much changed for me. Kind of the same. Yeah.
There's also I've been the new league season came out, so I've been testing out a bunch of stuff there.
That does look cool.
Yeah. A lot of people aren't used to it still, so there's a bunch of people trying to make guides and stuff. But since the PBE changed, some of them are like not saying some items are broken, they're not anymore. Because there's been like small patches here and there. Yeah, but instead of trying to I'm not good at a bunch of champions, but I just like playing some. So I started playing with Hui and hated every build path you could go. So I didn't like it. So I started playing Kindred instead. I assume that people play League so know these characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started playing Kindred instead and am now like having a bunch of fun testing out all the different builds. Oh. It's like you're glitching out of existence.
You know what? We're gonna use our Boonies camera because I'm too old to fix anything. Okay.
The other one.
Yeah. Holy shit, I'm tiny. Yeah. Go on. Yeah, the items look cool. Actually, the items look cool.
Yeah, like a bunch of them are really fun. Like I forgot the Storm Surge, the AP item, where if you deal enough damage to bring them to 30% HP or whatever, they get hit by a storm proc.
Oh.
And then if the storm proc kills them, it becomes like a big circle that hits everyone,
Oh, it's like Udyr.
hits all enemies,
Right.
and it's like a really
Yeah.
big radius. So if there's a big team fight and everyone's low, it just wipes them out.
I see.
It's funny. But there's like I've been meaning to try out the Diana mid because I know it's broken right now. Really, I'm just vamping because I know you're fixing stuff. So
Yeah. And yeah, thanks. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I've just been playing Kindred to figure out
It's nice.
my personal wacky build for
Yeah. That's
because it.
that's funny.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
also playing
like
Kindred.
the. I don't like the normal build that people have been going on
What's that?
Kindred, which is like Kraken and then the new, I forgot what it's called. Because there's a bunch of new items,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the names are all
There's a
new.
lot.
I'm not used to them still.
Yeah.
But it's the item that where you slowly ramp up attack or
Mm.
yeah, damage and armor stat as you auto attack.
Oh. Sounds cool.
So it's like lethal tempo, but instead of attack speed, it gives you attack and
Mm.
armor. Armor and magic resist and damage, attack damage and ability power. It's like it's giving you all the stats you want, but it's too slow to ramp up for me.
Mm.
So it's weird. I don't like it on Kindred personally. I don't like attacking a lot of
You like
times.
ramping?
It takes too long. Ramping damage takes too long. I like
Yeah.
going in, auto attacking 3 times max.
And that's why you get Pale of Blades, right? That's it. Is that the answer? And lethality items.
Actually, it might.
I was thinking of that,
but
but I
I've
haven't
been-
tried it yet.
Yeah. It might be
Assassin.
Hail of Blade. Maybe.
Sure.
But I've just been going Conquer because I know that it's decent.
Yeah.
And it like of the runes like lethal tempo and press the attack, I like Conquer the best.
Hmm.
But yeah, maybe it's Hail of Blades.
Yeah.
I've also been going the Ingenious Hunter rune because it's ADCs aren't really that happy with it, but other like assassins or whatever, bruisers even, just a bunch of items have cooldowns now.
Yeah, that's weird.
So Ingenious Hunter makes more sense. Even Storm Surge is on a cooldown, so you wanna lower that cooldown, obviously. Yeah, it's just a rune that gives you item cooldowns. And before the new items, it didn't really
Yeah, it didn't matter that much.
much. But now it's like you can have
A lot
6
of cooldowns.
items with actives.
It'll be on cooldown.
Yeah, you can go like
Crazy.
the Diana build is like Lich Bane, Storm Surge, and like Proto Belt, which are all active items. So,
I'd never played that in
Yeah.
my life. Yeah.
they're not active except Proto Belt. They're not active in the sense that you have to press buttons.
They have cooldown.
There's just a bunch of items that have cooldown.
Yeah.
Like Bork is different now, even though it feels the same to use, but it's kind of different. Where the passive proc is on the first auto attack instead of the third. So you suck them
Cool.
of their move speed on the first auto attack.
Immediately. That sounds cool.
Yeah. So it's kind of like Stormrazor now. So now I'm confused why anyone would build Stormrazor first.
So what does Stormrazor do? Is it the same thing? So
It's supposed to. It's kind of the same thing, but instead of slowing them, it speeds you up.
oh, I guess I like that. I like speeding up. Speaking of Luden's
it's a funny
Tempest.
item, but I
Oh my
don't
God.
know
Yeah,
when.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've just been trying out a bunch of builds, and your assistant mentioned like
Yeah.
this or asked to stream it, obviously on just
Yeah.
Discord for her.
She was theory crafting them. She must be a redditor now.
Yeah, she was just saying to like whenever I play Kindred games, stream
Yeah.
for her, so she has like some idea of how to
Yeah.
play whatever.
Yeah.
And in
Just
my
like
mind,
that.
I was like, if I do that, I could just stream it on an
On
actual
Twitch.
stream
Oh my
as
God.
well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now that's an idea that's been floating in my mind, which is why I like
Possibility.
did other stuff. Yeah.
Hmm.
But still, it's like I have I have this 1 hour of podcast time where I can kind of do this. I can have the house kind of quiet and everyone's whatever.
Oh.
But normally people are like, I live with a house with people in it.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Big reveal. Big
So
reveal.
people are like living their lives,
Yeah.
obviously, and I don't want to intrude too much.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of having some streams where I would just be either mostly quiet or just fully no comms.
Yeah.
Which your assistant said would be fine anyway
Yeah.
without comm.
Yeah.
So yeah, might look into that in the
Yeah.
future.
Show
Where I
not
just
tell.
keep
you know?
testing out
Yeah. Yeah.
builds.
Yeah. Is that always your mic? Actually.
Yeah.
Oh. I
Well,
only noticed the circular.
Yeah.
It looks so circle. Yeah.
I had a different whatever mic stand before.
Ah. Yeah.
But the mic itself is the same.
Smart. I can see the shaft now. Yeah. I think. Anyways.
Good word.
Yeah. The shaft looked funny. Yeah. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Yeah. Assassin Kindred. That's the way. It's the next step.
I'm just gonna have a bunch more rants if ever on my stream
Yeah.
where I just talk about builds and spiral. Start talking math.
You can be. I don't know. I was gonna say Professor Poirot, but that's like copyrighted. Yeah. Anyways, League of Legends, guys, you should all check it out. It's still going. Hashtag we're still here. Whatever the fuck this was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool.
The
It's
cinematic.
cool. It's cool. Yasuo aged.
I just.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's what
It's
happens
just funny that
when
it's
you have
called
sex with Ari.
Still.
Yeah. It's kinda. Yeah.
Canonical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's canon now.
Yeah. After Ruined King, obviously,
Yeah.
the
Literally.
game.
They should animate them. Yeah.
So they also have a sex scene with Yasuo and Ari.
Yeah. I'd. That's the next step. That's
The new
next step.
Arcane.
Yeah. It can be as like. It can set up the season 3 sex scene with Caitlyn Vi finally. Or maybe you can just never do that. Just keep it in anticipation for the true fans out there. Yeah. Anyways, League of
Yeah,
Legends.
they announced Arcane season 2.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That's great. Sex scene.
Nothing
incoming.
really to say about it.
Yeah.
Except that. That's
Yeah.
the most important part.
Yeah. But really, probably.
There's like people.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably
what.
what?
I was gonna say.
Probably no sex scene.
Yeah.
Is what you're gonna say.
Probably.
Probably not.
Well, could be, honestly. I mean, they're getting old.
Yeah, you're one of the fans.
Can satisfy the hardcore fan base like me, and that's it. Show it. You know what to do, right? Yeah. Probably have something to do with the Void though, since they're revamping their look.
Yeah.
Actually, looks kind of
It
gross.
seems fun.
They're so furry now. The Shelly's children, whatever the fuck it's called. I haven't even seen it.
The
My
grubs.
jungler just kills it. I've never been in that. pit.
Yeah.
Thank God.
They're so weird. I love them.
Yeah.
They're like
So
little, little maggots. And
Then
then when you
Yeah.
can have babies.
Yeah. Then she charges at the tower and they fucking come out.
Yeah, you
pretty-
can ride Shelly.
Yeah, I saw that.
dream.
It's fucking. I guess arenas was just to bug test those mechanics. I'm pretty sure that was like
Yeah.
this cart thing, sled rather. Yeah, battle sled.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's just one person though.
I don't know how that makes sense, but it's riding a fucking cockroach. It's cool. It's cool, I guess. It's nice. I don't entirely know what the buff even does. I like moused over it for a second, but I couldn't be bothered to read what buff I
Gives
got.
you true damage dot on
Really?
turrets. That's kind of it.
that's
There's a
kinda-
lot of text in
yeah, I
there,
guess.
but that's all it's
That's it.
saying.
That's it. Yeah. I guess that's nice early.
It
You
also,
get
at like
plates.
when you kill all of the grubs, all
Mhm.
6 grubs, that's when you summon the babies,
Oh.
and then the babies just kind of kamikaze charge at turrets and then die for it.
Okay.
Yeah. They also, I think they also count towards Belveth. So
Oh,
like when
chart.
you
That's
have
pretty
the
crazy.
Belveth passive, yeah,
It's like a stack.
yeah,
That's pretty good.
like the no, it's like the Belveth passive where when you have the special coral that is dropped
Oh yeah.
by
And then
the
there's
bugs.
babies.
Yeah, there's babies. So you summon more babies when
Oh,
the babies die.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
So
It's never ending
yeah,
babies.
I don't know if people are gonna play more Belveth
Yeah.
just
I haven't seen
for
a
the
Belveth.
vibe. Yeah, I
Played like
haven't
3
seen
matches.
Belveth either.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's nice.
I've played against too many Sennas, I guess is my
Sennas.
issue.
Oh, this. Have I
I
seen?
don't
Oh yeah, I saw one Senna.
understand why,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
I think that people that go Sheen are really happy right now. Even though it's more expensive, it's such a
Mm.
big. It feels so much more satisfying to use Sheen items.
Really?
It's a bigger spike, like Ezreal and whatever top laners, I guess, that want to use Sheen.
Yeah, like
But
Lilia.
obviously,
You
I've
know?
just been using it on Kindred. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, Kindred. Oh, that's genius
yeah,
actually. Yeah, Vrist. I'll
yeah.
take that. Okay. I'll go.
I go. My favorite build is Essence Reaver right now. Essence Reaver
Mhm.
into. I forgot what I said the second one.
Mm.
But you just collector. Essence collector into IE.
Mm.
And then you just kill people on your passive or on your E passive.
Yeah,
And it just crits for like 3k. Yay,
that
good.
sounds genius. I'll steal that for my Kindred mid lane.
Yeah. Other than League though, I've been doing not that much to be honest. There's like papers that I have to work out
Mm.
on still. So I for real life stuff.
Real life
But that's
papers.
really boring to talk about.
Yeah, I should do those too so I can get money for my like taxes, but
Yeah.
kind of boring.
Yeah, that's
You have to move
also what
first as
I've been
well.
working on.
Oh, taxes. Oh shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like really annoying small stuff
It's pretty
where
weird.
you just it's so small that you want to keep putting it off.
Yeah, that's
Like
real.
the actual work that you have to do to fill out stuff is not that much.
Yeah, but then it's like
Yeah.
to move. I think the problem there's
Yeah.
no real deadline to. It's kind of up to me to like
Yeah,
get the stuff.
you just do it whenever, but then
Wow.
it's like, oh, I can do it whenever, so
Yeah.
that can be later.
Do it someday. Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, really annoying
That's,
to file
yeah.
those stuff.
I need a secretary. Yeah. Actually.
Yeah,
Should just be
hire a
rich.
secretary
Yeah.
just to keep you in check.
Actually.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other stuff I've been doing is just I've been keeping a list of the manga that I've been reading
Oh.
because sometimes I recommend manga to like friends, but I and I send them like the link of where I read them.
Yeah.
But most of them are like ongoing manga, so some of them don't really want to read it until it's finished. But it's
That's true.
it's harder to find completed manga. I find, or like I just don't look for that.
Yeah.
I'm just not looking specifically for completed manga.
I literally.
The only one that yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
the only one that I recommend is like Bibliomania, and that's because
Bibliomania.
it's a fucking
Is that the one with the
12
art?
chapter.
Oh.
It's a 12 chapter manga series that like won awards because of how good it was.
Oh, I think I heard of that. Actually.
Yeah, I talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
But like
I talk
before as
about
well,
it.
I think I saw.
Yeah.
Now that you say the title. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen this. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no there's no way for me to compile like a list proper. I mean, like there is a way
Excel
for me
sheet.
to compile a list,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like really annoying and tedious to do.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I do this, it has to be for like a big enough audience
Yeah.
that it makes sense. Because if I'm recommending a list to like 3 people, they're not gonna
Yeah.
they're not gonna look through a
A
solid
list.
like big Excel
Yeah.
sheet of all of the manga and like why I recommend
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
But it is like a fun side project to
Hmm.
kind of consolidate all of the stuff that I've been reading.
Hmm.
Uh Yeah, so but right now I can only the thing that I recommended to you and like our friends,
Yeah.
it's just the manga. It's adapted from a light novel, so it's obviously a great name.
Yeah.
Which is I used high level medicine to counter magic.
Oh yeah, I
The
saw that as
Japanese
well.
name is I'm not gonna try to read the
Yeah.
Japanese name. You guys,
How
whatever.
many
The viewers
chapters does it
can
have?
search the name. I think right now it's at 12 also. I might be
Uh
wrong.
that's probably why I didn't read it. I saw that a while ago as well. Like that's
Yeah, there's not a
probably
lot of
yeah.
chapters, but the chapters are like 40
40
pages long each,
pages, yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those light novel adaptations usually have a lot of uh,
Yeah.
pages per
They're
chapter.
thick
Thick,
pages.
thick manga.
They're thick. Oh no, it's even more. It's like 20
20.
chapters already.
Ooh, reasonable. Literally
Um
readable.
yeah, it's so good. I I was hesitant to recommend it to people at first because I was like this is still reading very isekai power fantasy at the start, and I read before the another adaptation where it's like got isekai as a pharmacist or whatever, which is now also an anime. But when I was reading that, I was reading it as just another trash isekai thing, and it really is
Hmm.
because the pharmacy stuff kind of is like uninvolved. You're not really the drama isn't that good, well
Hmm.
written in there. But here it's like it's more of a classic medical drama where
Oh.
you're following like the you follow the person that got the injury or whatever,
Hmm.
and then you learn more about them. You start feeling connected to
I
them.
see.
Uh, but then it's also got the nice vibes of like the slime one. What's the name of that? The isekai with the slime, whatever. Reincarnated as a
Yeah, as
slime.
a slime. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. It's got that vibe of you're slowly building the city.
Hmm.
So it's like really like slowly the progress between like each patient or at each case is
Interesting.
like you start with bare minimum and then you slowly heighten it. And then it like branches out really nicely
Oh.
to me. It's just very well written,
Hmm.
but even if it was well written, I think that it would still feel like a normal isekai. But
Hmm.
what really made me recommend it to like and to talk about it in the podcast right now, it's just the art is just so good.
You read it. Right?
It's there's too many isekai stuff and like fantasy stuff in general where people are too invested in wanting to make the fashion aesthetic and everything of the place feel like to the normal uh
Fantasy.
whatever of
Kinda.
fantasy
Yeah.
where it's like a bunch of robes and whatever, and yeah, it's just like the weird the weird like non-fashion of it where everyone's very simply dressed
Hmm.
or either simply dressed or very fantastically like white robes and whatever. And this one is very specifically all of the looks are like things that you would see in a fashion magazine today, and that's great.
Hmm.
All of the looks are so nice because they're made with the region of the characters in mind, like where they're supposed to be paralleling from in real life. So
Hmm.
there's like culture still represented properly. but there's still very much the architecture and whatever scene of the place is still so fantastical, and it's so nice. And I think I was reading it. I also compared it to Witch Hat Atelier,
Which had to
which
tell you.
also has that. It has that vibe of being like so fantastical, like embracing the part of fantasy where you're not reminded of reality anymore. Everything's so grand.
Hmm.
Every building is so massive and so like massive but detailed still, and
Hmm.
everything's so yeah,
Hmm.
everything's just so great, you know?
Yeah, I just
So much
took a look
effort
of it
is
a bit.
put in.
Yeah. It's a type
Yeah.
looks like a really well drawn manga. I'd like to sniff the pages of this IRL. Kinda has that
Also the
signing
characters are
feeling.
drawn so
Yeah.
beautifully.
Yeah.
I love them so
It's
much.
nice. I'll check it out actually. 20 pages. I guess it is pretty long. What's
Yeah.
it's a monthly release. Reasonable again. Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
If if they had to churn those out weekly, I I don't
Yeah.
think the art
That'd be
would be
pretty
that
crazy,
good.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
I also have like the list that is longer, but a
Yeah.
lot of what I've been reading is just trash. So I don't want to
Same.
recommend it.
That's all the manga I read. I don't manga like this. I don't actually. I like say I'm gonna read it, but I don't never find the time to actually sit down and read
Yeah.
quality stuff.
Yeah. There's also
Yeah.
like the after I found I forgot the name. It's like something Maria, Angel
Maria.
Maria, whatever. Uh yeah, it's a manga, seinen manga about a mom whose kid gets, or spoilers, I guess, who a mom whose kid gets killed, and then she's uh doing stuff for the sake of revenge for that.
Hmm.
But she's the nurse at the school that he used to go to.
Hmm.
Yeah. So on the surface, she's like perfect and great,
Hmm.
but then secretly is plotting revenge.
Revenge.
Uh, yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that manga, started to read it, and the first chapter was like so painful in a great
Hmm.
way, like positive way. But it's so hard to read because each page was like adding information that was just making was just crushing me emotionally.
Maria.
And then after I read the first chapter, I couldn't go to the
Hmm.
next one just because of how emotionally drained I was. um
Looks cool.
yeah, I
Looks
keep
cool.
saying by the way. But
Same. It's fine. It's fine. It's natural.
after I read the first chapter, I went to like do other stuff, and I saw that Sid Snap made a video about it,
Oh, really? That's cool. Maria no
which is
Danzai.
rare for her because it's a more normal
Yeah, it's not.
it's a more
It's not
normal manga.
pornography. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than the
That's
main
cool.
character obviously being a MILF, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
She does look hot. I'd read that. I'd read that. How many
Yeah.
chapters does it have?
That's I haven't caught up to it yet, so I'm not sure right now. Again, because of how emotionally draining each
Yeah, it
chapter
looks
is,
like them.
kind of. Yeah. With seinen stuff, I cannot like binge read
70
it.
and
It's too much.
yeah, yeah. Ooh, that looks cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's also really good. Just haven't caught up to it enough to know if
hmm.
I would recommend it. It
Yeah,
could still like go ways that are kind
yeah.
of gross and I don't like.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
imagining it
So
right
not
now, actually. I can see it. I can see
yeah.
something I
Yeah.
can't say. Yeah. Um anyways, that looks cool. That looks cool. The only manga I've
Yeah.
read is I've been reading actually just read old stuff I've been reading like that manhwa My Demon Queen is My Wife or some shit. That's an old one. Apparently it was manhwa like Chinese. I thought it was Korean all
Oh.
this time. Yeah. The names
Yeah.
are Chinese. It's good though. It's good. I never noticed it was heavily censored. I thought it was normal, but it was nice. It's nice to read these. Also, the Death Flag one, which is actually feels refreshing somewhat because it's like a villainous manga, but like a shouda. So that's nice. For some reason, I feel like I haven't seen much where it's like the dude who's the villain. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is actually, but I haven't read any of those. So that was nice to read.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. I started looking back at the villainous manga that I read to also like add to the list.
Which one is
But
that?
yeah, just a bunch of
Yeah. For the
villainous,
list.
just
for
in
the list,
general. Yeah. But yeah, I don't remember reading any like where the guy is the
the villain.
supposed like filling the same role. Because there's other ones where they like become a demon lord or whatever.
Yeah.
But
they're
like,
not actually a villain.
that's
Like they don't act like a
they don't act
ho-ho.
like the villain.
Yeah.
To a guy to some other guy.
This one's
They don't act like assholes, and that's
Yeah.
the real problem.
This one's kind of like that Yuri one where she has to act like a villainess because she's like being forced to by the game or some shit. I forgot the plot.
Yeah.
But it's like that. Like he says something and it comes out of his mouth like he's being a bitch. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Refreshing. Yeah. That's it. Also just been playing Toho games because had nothing, yeah. About Mystia's Izakaya and Steam, which I think is a steal. It's pretty cheap. Actually, all these games are cheap. I also played an actual Toho game, so I'm no longer a fan. Starting this week, I guess. So that was nice. I haven't finished it yet because it's hard. You have to finish it without a continue to actually get the real ending. You get a bad end if you continue. Yeah. So it's weird. Most people can't even finish Toho game like without a continue. So in normal mode, but normal mode's pretty hard as well. So
yeah,
pretty
From
challenging.
what I know of Toho, it's hard.
Yeah.
When they said bullet hell, they mean bullet hell.
An actual hell. And I'm pretty sure Toho 6 is, which is what I'm playing, is like one of the harder ones. Because it's, one of the oldies. But yeah, I'll do it eventually.
You should make a long form video about Toho.
Toho. I am actually. I'm gonna bring back the Wee Boys channel. We'll have a video up soon. Get ready, guys. Link down below. Probably not. But
I love a good long form video essay to put in the background.
Yeah. I don't know how long it would be, but I'll do it. I'll also put Mao Mao and pretend she is from Toho. Yeah. That's nice. She has a lot of fun reactions.
It's like a 20 minutes video in my mind. That's already long form.
Yeah, that's pretty long. Especially nowadays. There's barely any.
Yeah.
Speaking of which...
But I'd still watch like a 2-hour long video.
Yeah. Which you reminded me actually. The reason I got into Toho in the first place, besides my friend blasting Toho music, Genso Chronicles in YouTube is like the greatest channel I've ever seen. He's pretty genius.
Oh, yeah.
He uses memes. Which Toho has plenty of memes already, but he I don't know. He has very educational videos actually. If you check out his videos, it's like, I don't know. He kind of it's like he's caressing you into liking
into Toho.
Into the lore and universe. It's pretty nice.
Because he explains like the actual stuff behind the actual lore behind it, so it doesn't feel like he's talking about Toho.
And even
but he is talking about Toho.
And even there's one video about why people get Toho character names wrong, and I clicked on it because I wanted to get into the party of Toho. But then he just starts talking about Chinese language and Japanese language at the start. And it's like I was tricked into studying even though I was actively procrastinating studying my Japanese that day. So it is weird. It's nice though. It's always satisfying. Every one of his videos. It's kind of cool. It's nice. If anyone asks me how to get into Toho, it would be him.
You start with...
It would be him.
Imagine if one day you could be that guy.
Yeah, I could be that
something.
guy.
That would be
Yeah,
great,
that'd be
right?
cool.
Like
That'd be cool.
to introduce someone to something, they go to your
Yeah, they
channel.
would recommend you as like a. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
The dream. That's when I know I'd made it. And it's not like he has a lot of views too. He gets like tens of thousands. Although I feel like Toho content does get an average on like tens of thousands because the community, it's pretty tight knit. It's hard to get into, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I got there, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It's
nice.
it's the same with like any long running franchise
Yeah,
where it feels hard to get into, but then the people that are into it are
Yeah.
really into it.
yeah. Especially Toho, since there's like in terms of canon, there's not a lot of official stuff, so people make up a lot of stuff. Like I'd say like 80% of what you can find is fan made of some sort, which is pretty great.
Yeah.
Actually, JK's not great. Need an anime, but maybe someday when Zune passes. I mean, because we're lax. I don't know. Although I did watch one anime. I watched like one episode. I forgot what the title was, but it's the one I mentioned about with like fancy voice actors. That was pretty great. That's pretty great. It was Mayuki. It's Mordred's voice actor. I forgot her name. And I'm sweating by the second, so I'll start to undress. Ignore me, viewers at home. That was a good
My
anime
God,
though.
he's stripping.
Yeah, because I watched an episode like a 2014, a clip of the 2014 one. It literally looked like Mappa anime, so I was very amazed
Oh.
and how somebody funded that. That was nice. That was nice. Literally an episode every 5 years. That's great. I'm looking forward to the next one, which is actually this year
Yeah.
at some point. Yeah, it's
If
nice.
you have a way to support them, you know.
Yeah,
Viewers at
Yeah.
home, maybe you can fund us so we
Yeah.
can fund them.
yeah.
Think about that.
Speaking of, I was watching actually, and you know the usual websites. Someone in comment section is like, "Why don't you guys buy it?" It's literally a doujin. You have to go to like
Yeah,
Comic Cat
it's-
to buy a fucking DVD of this.
Yeah.
It's not
just
even
not in circulation.
It's not even made in bulk, so there's probably limited amount of DVDs out there in the
Yeah.
world. So, too bad, guys.
Yeah. People are weird
That's
about
weird.
piracy.
Yeah, be strange, man. You know best
For a lot of like
how you're able to
Yeah.
support something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
support the stuff you wanna support, obviously.
Of course, it's like
Just weird.
bad to an extent, but like sometimes it is what it is, as they say. It is what it
Yeah.
is.
Like it is the way to support it. It's like that's the way to get the
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you had the chance, obviously you would want to buy it,
Yeah.
but it's just not reasonable
Yeah.
right now.
And it's not completely like negative if you like, because at least the audience is largening, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say a lot of
Yeah.
people became weebs because, I mean, back in the day, it's not like it's probably pirated content people were watching anyways. Like even the DVDs that
Yeah.
would be shipped, the like American stuff, were like probably ripped and not official.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't distributors back then who would distribute shit. Yeah.
Wow, hearing people back in the day talk about how they got anime like it was
Yeah.
legal goods was really funny.
Yeah.
Like it was like
Yeah.
being passed around like a single copy is like getting copied
Yeah.
by like being passed around just by friends and whatever.
Yeah.
And like that's how they watch like Sailor Moon or whatever
Mm.
because it's not they don't show all of the episodes or whatever.
Mm.
It's really funny how different it is now
Yeah.
because the community is now online and everything's just like you download it yourself. It's
Yeah.
just weird. It's like the core of piracy is still there,
Yeah.
but it's just on a bigger scale.
Yeah. Which in fairness means more people get to see the stuff, right? So
Yeah.
eventually it'll come back because we're now brainwashed. So I'll pay all my money for a Toho
Yeah.
Fumo. Which is a plushie, by the way. I want one of those. It's cute,
Yeah.
actually. It's nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll also make a plushie for this podcast
Yeah.
specifically.
Cafe cute, like a mug character. It's probably
Oh,
copyrighted,
that's so
actually.
cute.
Is it copyrighted? Yeah, that'd be
We
cute.
could make a our own copyrighted character
Yeah.
of a mug something.
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
We could get
Yeah.
one of our friends to design
Yeah.
it.
One of our artistry friends. That'll happen. Look out
All
for
of
it,
our
guys.
artistry
Yeah.
friends.
It'll be in the link down below. Maybe 10 years from now.
Yeah, we go back to edit
I'll put
it.
it.
Edit all
Yeah,
of
I'll
our
edit the
past
descriptions.
videos.
Put it in the description. That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh, to dream one day
Yeah.
how big we'll make it.
This is the extent of the podcast. Probably every episode will mention how big we'll be. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
No, it'll happen.
I mean,
I don't know why I
it's
keep saying
something
that.
to look
It sounds like-
forward to at least, you know?
Yeah.
If we're building towards
Yeah.
it, then maybe
Yeah.
one day it'll be real. But if we'd never dream, then it'll never
Yeah.
be real.
And if it happens, I can be like, yo, we called it here in this episode.
We called it so long
Yeah.
ago, and no one
happened,
believed
yeah.
us.
Joke's on you. Keep grinding, guys. You'll achieve what you want to achieve. As long as you
And, like,
believe.
Even if you fail, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
You got
You
so
learn.
much out of
You
it.
learn in it. Yeah.
Even if you don't make it big in, in this thing that you're doing right now, doesn't mean you can't succeed in other ways.
Yeah. And that's how you discover what else you can do, right? By like doing stuff, you know. You have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So this is it.
Like the people that started out wanting to make films and then realized
Yeah.
somewhere along the way stopped and realized that making YouTube videos was also something that they could do.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
there's so many other ways and new opportunities that you just aren't aware of yet
Mm.
that they're gonna appear in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah. All you can do is try.
Randomly in our
Just find
podcast,
it.
we're
You just gotta find it.
we're being so
Yeah.
optimistic.
That's the point. We're here to motivate and appreciate.
If we put these in the front of episodes, I feel like the tone of an episode
Yeah,
is so different.
be different. I don't even know how we got here. Actually, I'm trying to just got here. Out of it.
We should just make a video of only these motivational parts, and then people
Yeah.
will have a very different view of our channel.
Yeah. I've been trying to make the thumbnail and title some sort of pseudo, those motivational videos with a quote.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be there. Timestamp for the motivational part if you're here for it, guys.
We never
Yeah,
plan these
I
out.
don't do that.
None of this is
Yeah.
planned.
I don't even know. Yeah. Like when I get to making the thumbnail, I'm trying to remember like a catchy line we said, but I couldn't remember anything, so I'd have to like look through the whole thing. Anyways, sometimes I'll just make it up. Spoiler alert: you guys were lied to. The quote never existed. The thumbnail.
Maybe you could have said that we talked about it aside from we just cut out.
Yeah. It's cut out.
Some part
Or maybe
of
it's
it was
somewhere
cut
there.
out. Like
Keep watching.
yeah, you
Rewind.
don't know.
Rewind. Yeah.
When
Watch
you
it
were
again.
watching, you forgot we mentioned it,
Yeah.
and that's on
It's actually
you
there,
and not on
yeah.
us.
My bad, yeah. That was fake news, actually. It's there. It's in the video, guys. Keep watching.
It's completely your fault.
Yeah.
You should watch it again.
Gaslight them. Oh. Yeah.
And that's how we're gonna end the video.
Yeah. That's it.
That's how we're
Thanks,
gonna end
guys.
the podcast.
Look
we
where-
gaslight you.
Here, comment down below the timestamp where we mentioned whatever the quote is in the thumbnail today. So
Yeah,
It's there.
and it's
It
real.
is.
So
it is
Go
somewhere
back.
there. It is. Okay. Time to start recording. Bye bye, guys. I'm just kidding. It was recording. Alright. GG. Bye bye. Boom.